As you can probably guess, today's another countdown. We're looking at my favorite custom statues from 2022. But before we do, funny story. So I started recording this video. I recorded quite a bit ahead of time. And one of the things you're going to find out in about a week from now is I'm wearing this because I'm going to the game today. I know they're going to lose, but it's still going to be fun. Now, with that being said, I started recording this video, or so I thought this video. But then I realized when I got to my list that everything I'd said for the last 10 minutes actually led up to a different video. So I had to call an audible and just film that video, and you're going to see that video in a few days. Yes, I'm wearing the same thing. I actually just shot it, so just bear with me. I'm not a professional on this YouTube stuff, or in life for that matter. What makes you a professional? I don't know. As the Extreme channel is pushing towards 50,000 subscribers, these are just a few of the statues we're giving away on the journey there. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Hey, thanks for tuning into the Extreme channel. My name is Mr. X. In normal tradition, we are looking at my top statues of the year. Today, specifically, we're focusing on customs. So customs are private unlicensed commissions. They usually make a small run of these. And every single one we're going to look at today, I've done a detailed review. So if you want more information, you can check that out. But stay tuned, as I alluded to in the intro, there's a bunch more countdown videos still coming. So make sure you not only like this video, but you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of those. Now, today's countdown, just like a few days ago, we did the license, you can go check those out as well, was pretty difficult. It wasn't as exciting as it was in previous years, and it was kind of hard to narrow down, especially the top 5, because there weren't really any clear winners. There was a lot that, yeah, that's probably my top 10, but I don't know where it sits. So I have 15 for you that we're going to count down from my least favorite of my favorites to my favorite. Make sense? Got it? Good. So let's just start. Number 15. This custom vision, which I only had on the table for about 3 hours because I promised it to someone else. I got out of collecting Avengers in the quarter scale unless they were thrown. Now what's funny about this is this now flips for 2 to 3 times the original price, and I sold it at retail because I sold it to a good fellow collector. But it was an absolutely awesome piece, and I think the flipping price justifies that. Number 14 was a Street Fighter piece. This custom M. Bison on Throne. I waited a long time for this. It was actually canceled through 2 other commissioners, so this commissioner finally took it and delivered it. Very, very cool piece. Kind of the center of my Street Fighter collection, and in my opinion, the best Street Fighter statue that's been out there. Number 13 was a recent acquisition, this custom Black Surfer. I actually got 2 Black Surfers in 2022, but I like this one better because of some of the switch outs, and it just commands your attention. Very cool piece, this custom quarter scale Black Silver Surfer. Number 12 was a dark horse, was a custom Watcher statue. So this had so many different cool heads, and it looks absolutely amazing with this Fantastic Four and Galactus display I have. I actually posted some pictures on social media earlier this month. Make sure to check that out. The link is in the description below for all my social media platforms. But very surprisingly, but very quality piece. Number 11, also kind of a fantasy Silver Surfer type piece, is custom Mephisto. You guys know I've been waiting for Mephisto forever. This one did not disappoint. I hope someone grabs the reins and does one with a throne. But this one was so cool. The concept, the different switch outs, really, really impressed. All right, so now we're down to the top 10, and I want to say every single one is quarter scale, so 1/4 scale or 4 times smaller than an original real-life version. But number 10 was one that really, really surprised me, actually, and it's right behind me. It is this custom Wolverine. Now, kind of an interesting story on this. It only came as a kit, an unpainted statue, and the commissioner had the prototype here professionally painted and sent it to me to review. And I had the kit on order, so I asked him, I was like, how much to keep this professionally painted one? And it was a big price tag, I'll tell you that, but it was definitely worth it. I think the portraits could have been a little bit better, but it is an absolutely amazing piece, coming in at number 10. Number 9 was one of the most recent ones, this giant Wampa statue. Part of it is the size that made this so impressive, but it's done really well despite some design issues. And I just love it. It's actually in the center of my movie theater room right under the TV, so it looks really, really cool. And it's with all these different movie pieces, so I think it fits well. But number 9 is this custom Wampa. Number 8 is this symbiote transforming Spider-Man. Now, interesting story about this. Another studio at the very same time, I don't know who came up with the concept first, did a similar one. I think this one is way better, but I haven't seen the other one in person. But I love this one. It looks like the symbiote suit is actually alive, and you can see the Spider-Man suit underneath the symbiote suit. So some very, very cool things that I think haven't been done before, and it made this impressive piece number 8. Number 7 was this custom Jack Nicholson Joker bust. This group always knocks it out of the park. I hate to say it, but they do. It is always uncanny likeness, especially for Polystone. Very impressive piece. I have their Keaton Batman. This is right next to. And I believe they just teased, at least when I'm reviewing this, is a custom Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman bust, which may or may not end up in the collection. But great job coming in at number 7, this Joker bust. Number 6 was a more simple Silver Surfer. So I think I got 5 custom Silver Surfers in this year. This one came in pretty high because the concept is so unique. Not only the switch outs it has, but how the board is floating next to the Silver Surfer. I think this one is simple and complicated at the same time. This one really inspires me as a work of art. That's why I was so impressed, and it comes in at number 6. Number 5, I actually tried to sell. I tried to sell for under retail, and I couldn't get any bites. It was this custom Rhino, so I'm going to keep it. While I got rid of all my Spider-Man villains, one of my favorite comics is where he teams up against Silver Surfer, so maybe I can figure something out with the display. He's in a box right now, but I absolutely love this Rhino. It had a nasty seam line, but you can't see it when you have him displayed properly, and I think he turned out absolutely amazing. He was one of my highest anticipated pieces, and he did not disappoint. Number 4 is actually one I don't own, and I don't own it because in a few days you're going to see why on the upcoming orders, but it was actually this giant Magneton throne. It was that impressive, and I included it in the countdown because it did hit the table. Jerry did end up getting it fixed, just so you guys know the commissioner took care of him, and I love this. I think Jerry's still trying to offload it, though, because of the huge size, but I think that's one of the things that makes it really impressive. This was super, super impressive, and I loved it. That's why it came in at number 4. Number 3 was also a highly anticipated piece, this Evil Venom. I really, really like this. Like I said, it's based off the cover. It's sculpted by Deuce, who I love his stuff. Absolutely amazing. Going to be one of my top Venoms I keep for sure if I ever end up getting rid of them, which hopefully I will not have to. Number 2 was one that was on the list for anticipated for 3 or 4 years. It took like 4 years to get this statue. Custom Colossus for Sentinel. It looks awesome. It did not disappoint. I'm super happy with it. You know, there wasn't a lot of hype when this was released, maybe because we were all tired of waiting after 4 years. But he was my second favorite piece that came in, maybe because he helped complete the line. And I don't want to say complete, but added to the line is probably a better word, but they knocked it out of the park just like I originally expected. Now, what's funny is number 1, I actually got the first week of January, so it barely slid in.
That's what she said.
And this one was one of the hardest statues ever to assemble, and I still love it, despite a lot of design issues. It is super cool. I keep looking over here because that's where it is. It is this custom Spider-Man vs. Venom piece. This was my favorite piece that arrived. You know, it wasn't a clear winner, but the dynamics of this, what this does, obviously Venom's one of my favorite characters. If you want a Spider-Man and Venom piece, this is the only one you need. Such a cool piece on so many levels. And you know what's interesting about the list this year is, especially the top 1 through 5, there wasn't any clear winners. It was actually hard for me to put them in order. It seems like this year, while all those pieces are fantastic and great, there wasn't ones that immediately went to the top of the list. Now, hopefully, we see something different in 2023. In about a week or so, you're going to start seeing countdowns for my most anticipated. So again, make sure you've not only subscribed to the channel, but hit the bell notification, because not only will you see the anticipated ones coming in, but all of those will hit the table and you can see individual videos on each one. Now, throw down in the comments below. Let me know if you bought custom statues in 22, and if you did, what was your favorite one that arrived? I love to interact with you guys. I love you guys to interact with each other, and that enters you into a statue giveaway. We will be giving all of these statues away, plus additional ones at every 5,000 subscriber milestone. To win one of these statues, all you have to do is make sure you've liked this video, you've subscribed to the channel, you've hit that bell notification, and then just drop a comment below. Every 5,000 subscriber milestone, we are going to do a random drawing and pick a random comment and give one of these statues away, plus some additional ones I'm not showing right now. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Please hit that like button. It's free and easy, and I really appreciate it, guys. I'm going to go watch the Broncos lose. Take care.